Guys, welcome. Thank you for being part of the Accelerator. I'm very excited about what you guys are building, especially looking at the website. There's so many different tools that you've already built. You've been part of some of these other calls, so I think we can wait a few minutes for people to join. And then as far as a process, I think it would be great to do a 10, 15-minute overview of where Krk.finance is today, what the hackathon submission really will be, and then we can talk, have a good 5-minute Q&A, and then use the rest of the time to talk about what we can do as a community to really support you on your way to winning the hackathon. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Great to me.
Excellent. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for people, how you guys doing? How's the building been going? How are you feeling about the project?
Oh, bro, I feel like I'm lifting a mountain, like I'm doing the content, I'm doing the community manager, the Crew3 UX bullshit, like I'm doing literally everything.
Yeah, that's how it goes,
hosting
man.
at Insist as well.
That's how it goes, my man.
I never felt like I feel super good about it anyways,
It's good to be able to flex all those different muscles, right? And force yourself into things that you weren't normally comfortable in, you see, we're doing the same thing here in Dean's List, right? Where it's like multiple people wear multiple hats. So I commend you. I know that you guys are a tight team. It's you two, right?
Yeah, it's us too, but
we're
there are some
onboarding
other
some more people,
yeah.
Excellent. What kind of positions are you trying to bring in? Is it more on the marketing side or more on the development side?
We do target users to become devs. Like that's the main goal.
Like Alex Parrots.
Yeah, like he's a perfect case study about going from 0 to 100. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, but we never thought in terms of community management and stuff like this because like we're broke, so till we don't have the money in fixed, I don't see the point to be spending money.
Well, as well as I do that, you can get a lot of marketing power out of using the Crew3, right?
Yes and no, or maybe we didn't push it hard enough.
Yeah, the Crew3 kind of strategy goes in two directions, right? It's either you've already got a community and it turns them on, or you have some sort of Twitter presence. Either way, I think over-indexing on marketing, you don't need to do that. You guys should really rely on the community here. I know that Taki was working on a Crew3 like quest process involving Krk. Have you guys talked about that?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything of involving KRK into the Crew3 of the Dean's List, but maybe SC has heard of it. I don't know. He hasn't really messaged me. Could be SC.
Okay, well, I believe that that's. Let me just make sure in the Krk.finance group. Okay, he hasn't reached out. Let me make sure that we make that a priority.
It could be that SC is talking, but sometimes his mic just fades away for some reason. I don't know why.
And you guys have enough experience with Crew3 in that you can suggest what kind of missions we should make that would support you.
Yeah, it would just be onboarding whitelists and all that, visiting websites, following Twitter. But people really need to be interested in the project first to really join the community, to in my opinion. But it's kind of a forced how you call it, it's kind of forced to join the community by just putting it in your crew 3, in my opinion.
I
But
see what you're saying.
it does lead to how do you call it, cheers.
The idea is that you don't know what is going to drive the traffic your way, and when is that point which is going to, change the idea in the oncoming people's head that we are going there for a KRK rather than Dean's List. So we can't predict that. Nobody can. But it's a good idea to just get your name out there, even if it's on the back of the DL. As long as you are getting traffic and a footfall, I think you have nothing to lose. Like, there's no downside to this.
Yeah, it is. The guild isn't really. I
You
mean,
don't
it's
need
more
to be good.
the guild is more like for developers to bring out projects and then get funding out of it. So
That will
let's
happen. See, it's a process. Take it as a
right.
process.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have it all on the first get go. It's going to be one step at a time. You're going to make one thing right, two things wrong, and you're going to keep on, trying to. What we have noticed after staying here in this space for 2 years, sometimes consistency pays off more than anything else.
Right.
So as long as you know what you're doing, you think that it has value, all you have to do is be consistent with it, and things are going to happen. So don't worry about it. Don't, you're overthinking it.
I mean,
You're
You don't mind?
mute,
I'm
man.
right now. I'm just finalizing the presentation. I'm a little bit late on this. I'm on the last slide. If you guys excuse me,
Oh my god, is the
and
voice of his money?
then I will be running it for you, like to explain everything.
Understood. By the way, Pavel-san couldn't join us, but he made sure that he's recording ahead of time. So we are recording.
Okay.
And Pavel-san is his presence here on this call is as the recorder.
smart.
So while Easy's finishing up the slide, maybe what we could do, Beat, is start, either you could share in your own words, what you think the high level of Krk.finance is, or we could swap our process and start first on what you think we could help with. I just want to, use this time wisely. I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on, so I want to make sure that I can also participate.
No worries. I think it would be better to just go to the thing where we'd say what Dean's List could do for us, which you guys are already doing a lot for us by just tweeting stuff about us, retweeting about our tweets.
Hey guys, could you do me a favor and give me like a really quick recap of what Krk.finance does, because I'm a bit clueless.
Brother, we mentioned that we're going to do that after. If you want, real fast, you can go on your own to Krk.finance. Well, as a group, we're gonna try to accommodate the Krk.finance team as much as possible.
Sure. I'll just have a look at the website. Sorry.
I mean, we're also open to feedback, so I know that there are a lot of, and yes, I said many a lot, which means like 2 times a lot, yes. There are a lot of things that may look clunky or unfinished, but if you can take the time to write them down for us and like if you can find a hierarchy and prioritize what's important or not when you go to the website.
I also think it's going to be great to get some input from Alex Pertz, who's already gone through some of your processes. And then something I would suggest, the most powerful thing you can have is the user journey. Alex, maybe there's a video we can do presenting from your standpoint. Like that video you did with the beats, I think is excellent. We're doing something similar with like that for Krk.finance. I think it reminds me of what Whale's friend had done for Grape when we first had the hackathon. You do something like that, I'm telling you, this guy, like that, I think would be really important to put on. If Alex
we can do that. Yeah, of course, man. Of course, we can do it like boom, like easily. Of course. Even now, I'm doing those stuff on the back here. Everything is open on the back, like generating the wallet keys and everything now, and the visual code and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I have Easy Money was so great on that, so great. Like the onboarding and everything was great. But yeah, we will see how it goes.
Dean, is it the same thing that Wales did for Groms as well?
Did he do a video for Groms?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he had, I think, Adam live on his stream, if I remember correctly. Butter, am I right? I think Butter is busy going in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, he had an AMA. In retrospect, like Adam kind of blew it up, but yeah.
Yeah, Adam basically kind of pushed the idea that we are not doing it for the short term, we are doing it for the long term on the AMA, and that's what kind of, I remember discussing this with.
It was like if you don't want to mint it, that's fine. We're here, we're building, and we're not in for the hype and to pump the floors. And
then
yeah,
they weren't here. And then they weren't here.
Yeah, and then you ended up minting 9 of them.
Thanks for reminding me. Anyhow,
Okay.
you guys continue. I'll just be back.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yep, I can see it. Poor DX onboarding.
Yeah, this means developer experience onboarding on blockchain. So, like, when you're a blockchain user, there's nothing teaching you how to build, and like you have to go through tutorials by yourself and like dig everything by yourself. And because blockchain also has web2 things, I mean websites and stuff like this, like it can be really confused if you don't understand how it works. So yes, I didn't make a slide about how TCP/IP works, how DNS works, and servers and ports and stuff like this. But like, this is just the internet, and like a blockchain is just a replicated database of servers that are doing validation of the transaction, basically. So knowledge is power, and in most times, I mean, the user is not aware of the security. Like he doesn't know how to secure his machine on Windows or Linux. Like For example, people don't know that any apps can read most of your files in your system. So if you have some wallets and stuff like this, like yeah, you will take some wallet drain. And also trading is a zero-sum game. Like you don't create any value when you're trading. I mean, except for yourself. But for you to win, there is someone else who's losing his money. Any question about this? I mean, yeah, there's the your logo here, like yeah, like the slide is looks clunky. I felt like I just had to kind of do it, even if Bit wanted to freestyle it. But yeah. So here are some examples of wallet drains.
What
Like
the
people,
fuck?
hackers, like
Okay.
they're really taking huge money. You can see my screen or no?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
Solana has the best developer experience in the game of blockchain. This is maybe something that is not known, but so on the left here you have the monthly active devs in Web3, and on the right, like Solana number fucking first on onboarding new developers. So here comes Krk.finance. Why? So first, because it's fucking addictive. I was a gamer for about 5 years, and going into crypto made me be addicted to crypto and to building stuff in crypto. Also, it has value. So whenever you start building something in crypto, like you can link it with money almost immediately. And also, it's fun because, like, yeah, I said I started my career by abusing Discord tip bots, and like I fixed it in a single line. Yeah, that's kind of flex, but yeah, whatever. And also, yeah, compared to traditional finance and corporate environment, like when you're a dev, you have to work like 9 to 5 and respect the hierarchy and all the bullshit at work. While you don't have this in the permissionless infrastructure of crypto, where everything is just permissionless. It's a treasury as a multisig, so it's really different. Why Solana? This is simple: the speed and cost, the community, and lorem ipsum unfinished shit. Anyways, here are the perks that, because we'll be maximizing all of the perks of our community toward the NFTs. So I will let this, if you want to do a screenshot of it, so you can have a quick idea, or if you want to ask questions. Maybe I went a little bit too fast. I'm not used to speak in public like this.
Guys, it would be helpful if you can like share the deck in chat as well, so we can go through it while you navigate through your own presentation.
What is the holders mafia? I didn't quite get that. I don't remember it probably. Yeah, but I didn't quite get that. Yeah, the holders mafia.
I think what it's referring to is that if you hold the NFT, you will get access to the projects, which they would be locked by the NFTs.
Okay, okay, got it.
And the mafia is kind of like the cult thing.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Yeah, it has
also
to
a
be.
analogy to the Ethereum cult developers he based it on.
We're having connection issues.
Whoa, sorry, I was muted. Fuck. You could have told me earlier, anyways. Yes, so I was saying that the holder mafia is basically just holders. You can hear me now? Like, just to be sure.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
okay.
Now we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the holder mafia is just holders supporting other holders on things that they build. So, like, because your holder will be supporting your project, will be marketing your project. I mean, even if we don't have that much marketing reach for now, but we will. I mean, support your project either financially, with time, with all our resources available. The dev mentorship is what I did with Beat, kinda, and now with Alex. 50% protocol fees is 50% split among holders and 50% between the guys who actually built a project. I mean, Krk.finance is like a meta project in which there are many sub-projects. We will also make free mints for our holders, NFT DAO, and the token. But the token we don't like. We want it to be more a token that we use across our apps than a token that is meant to have real value. So I really discourage you to buy it. Don't buy it, you know. It's just an experiment. And what we are trying to do is to airdrop the token through Crew3, so it's natively gated to the household. So like the token has the value of hosting, you know. But I mean, this is just an experiment for the token. And about the main submission, so the main submission will be, I mean, Bit, maybe you should share your screen on what you're doing, because you're the one working more on this one. It's chess. So it's a chess game on Solana where we want to have PvP waggering. So
On chain.
That's the goal.
Crazy.
not on chain, because like I mean, the waggering is on chain because you will need to lock money on both sides, like on both players.
Right.
Before
But the
starting
game
a
is
game.
not. The game is
No.
it's not. It's Web2, and the outcome is red. Like there's an oracle, I guess, for the wager.
Oh, you mean for the winner? Oh, it's just the output. I mean, yeah, it's not built yet, the escrow program, because we needed first to have the chess engine running. Like this was really hard to have this running, but now it's almost done. We just need a reverse proxy to have it displaying on the domain name. But the Web3 part is not done yet on the chess game. So for the hackathon submission, there will be both Krk.finance, all open source project that we built during this. Not all were built during this, but some of them. And the chess game. Like these are our two submissions, yeah.
Can you see the screen? I guess so. So why it was kind of my idea to create this chess game, which why I came to the conclusion was everybody seemed to play chess these days, and it was kind of getting a lot of traction, and I thought to myself, why not build a Web3 chess game? And then I came also to the conclusion that there isn't really much competition between DAOs, and there is competition, but not like intellectual competition, like who is the smartest. I mean, there is like creating smarter products, which is with smarter developers, but not between the community members itself. Like for example, for the people that do designing and all, there is not really you get the point. So I'd like to I had the idea to make a DAO versus DAO game, which the DAOs could put a wager into the chess game, and people just on chain vote on what move to do next, and also there wouldn't be no problem of using actual chess engines to see which like to there wouldn't be a problem to cheat because people just vote on chain, so it wouldn't really matter because the most voted move will be moved. Yeah, I'll try to give a demo. The engine is already there. We just need that escrow and connecting the wallet to make an account. Like he said, the server isn't started up yet, which kind of delayed our developing, and also the mint for KRK also kind of delayed the project for the hackathon, which yeah, I don't mind really. So it is what it is. I'll just try to run it. My idea was also to create an actual sustainable and profitable company, which not a lot of, I mean, everyone has that vision, but it is a hard task to do. So one way would we could get revenue is getting a percentage of the actual wagered money, and also, I mean, I had the idea of doing on chain, like actual chess moves being on the chain, but I guess SC has other plans. But this is a long-term goal to actually put it on chain. But we could also just let the players pay double the fees for every move they make for on chain, which also could be another stream of revenue for the yes. So.
Hey guys, like quick comment in here. At the risk of sounding a bit rude, feel like you
No
guys are
worries.
like all over the place with what you want to do.
Yep, we are. It's like this is in the scope of KRK, the guild though, which is just creating projects and building whatever we want, and just getting the funding out of the project, and then putting the funding, the half of the funding we get into the DAO, which is KRK, and then we could distribute that revenue to the members of the of the guild and also pay the devs that would be involved in the project.
Okay, okay, help me understand something. So, you how many contributors or co-founders in KRK?
Right now we're just two.
And both of you are
Allegedly three.
developers.
Yeah.
2 or 3, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So,
We
like,
gotta start
the
somewhere,
two of
right?
you, the
to be
2
honest,
of you, or the 3 of you, all of you are developers.
Yeah. I'm just a junior. I'm a let's say a SE is my mentor. I'm still a junior. SE is
All
doing
right.
the most of the work, but I'm helping in some way.
All right. Like,
And
first
also,
off, like, going through the website and listening to you guys, I'm not still clear as to what it is that you guys really do, to be honest. Do you want to build a community of developers, or do you want to build tooling for developers to be onboarded? What's the play here? And I kind of like understand you're trying to do multiple things, but like, what's that one key thing that you guys are doing that you think is going
I
to drive
can
this
explain
particular
to you
project?
and how it's related to the project that Beat is doing, and with my help, of course. I mean, the chess game. So the idea is just that he told me I want to build a chess game, like the cocky idea, like I want to make a chess game. So I said,
Mm.
okay, you sure you want to make a chess game? So I went into bleeding my eyes on all the free open source bullshit that I found about chess, and now he have a chess game on his local host. So the idea is to go from an idea to a finished product. So like he brought, I want to make a chess game, and I helped him to make a chess game.
Hey guys,
That's awesome.
I'm sorry for
Sorry.
interrupting. I'm gonna have to log off, but I wanted to ask a few questions and give some feedback. So first of all, I think you guys are going into a very good vertical with this. Also, I want you to remember that there's a university award, and the university award is about like how these submissions can also help people who are in school get closer and closer to becoming developers, becoming involved in Solana. So I think you're on the right path with what you're targeting. I don't expect it to be a very convoluted, very busy category, and I think the success I've seen with what you've been able to do with Alex is fantastic. What I would want to lean into is Alex as a case study. That's one that we can really work on. And the reason, like, I always think about these things, I'm thinking about also like how we reward the people who are working on helping you, right? So Alex on his own gets a reward for helping create that case study of, look at me, I'm the example of someone who's learning how to develop on Solana through what you've built. The other thing I would want to help with, if you guys are down for it, is to reach out to a few university students who are in the beginning of Solana, people who are potential, glass chewers, if you will, but getting more of these people who are in their beginnings to go through the program, and then before the hackathon's even finished, you've got them as like these are people who have gone through like success stories. I think it's a very compelling story. I have to hop off. Easy or Beat, is there something explicit you guys wanted my feedback on?
No, I mean, no, I don't think so. No, like you already gave much value in what you just said, so I think we're good. I mean, the feedback is overall about, is the submission clear? And I think it's not. So yeah.
So I've also posted in every single one of the Grizzlython project channels. At the top, you'll see this hackathon pitch deck template. I see that you put the salute. That's from Super Team, which they have a very good track record of success at these hackathons. as much as possible, use that. I think you guys have already done a good job of having the Twitter, having the Crew 3. We're going to go, we're going to ratchet that up, that marketing engine for you. Again, I think the case studies is your strongest, weapon. Alex is, your shining example. So let's really package that up, and let's also try to get other Alexes that might be at a lower age range. Somebody who's still in the university level. If anybody here knows somebody who's of that age, who's at university, who's looking into Web3, that is a perfect person to include in this. But honestly, guys, I think you've got a winner here. Like, really, congrats. I will also personally help you refine the pitch deck. I see a few things we can do. So we'll book a time together, me, Beat and Easy, and anybody else who wants to join it. We'll have a dedicated time to work on the pitch deck.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, that's cool because I think I have my head in too much stuff at the same time. So like for me, even for me, it looks blurry. I know.
And yeah, I think it's important to listen to Butter's input at this point. Butter, I apologize for cutting you off. I just wanted to do that because I do need to head off. But guys, really great job on this, and looking forward to being a glad. I just went through the type form, so I'm also going to try it out. Looking forward to trying to catch up to Alex Pertz. See you guys.
Yeah, this thing with the dev onboarding and the dev trying to take someone who is actually willing to learn, or he has already knowledge or some experience in his, he knows about coding and about dev and everything. Then having a KRK like a place, a hub where everyone can go there and foster knowledge and create and share knowledge and actually help each other. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. This part of KRK, because actually I saw how it works, and it works perfect. This is this for sure, 100% sure. Yeah.
So the part that Alex has experience is the dev mentorship, we could say.
Yeah. Like I wanted to learn language. Okay, of course I had a small experience when I was younger, but assuming I just started with zero knowledge. Like we assume zero knowledge whenever we start something like that difficult, because it is difficult. But yeah, if you have it, it's not that difficult. You can do it like it's nothing. So anyone who is interested, even more if someone is like a university student in IT science, let's say in information technologies and everything, he can find an interest here, because you cannot actually find a place to do that, like a DAO or a community to foster devs and create something out of it. Yeah. And push forward in order to create in the blockchain, actually, not only just become a dev, because being a dev, from what I understood, is like a doctor. Like there are different paths you can get. Someone may go to gaming, someone may go to Solana building, and someone else may go to networks. I don't know. But for Solana building and building your own, your own programs and everything, it's a lot easier to follow for anyone, either new or someone with experience, because there are already templates with code. A lot of places to go and search for info to solve your problem. So yeah, I think this one will work. I think this one will work. In any case, in any person, let's say, who's going to buy the NFT for this reason.
Can somebody please explain that apart from the chess game, what else are we looking at? Like, where's the Krk.finance? So I was expecting some financial products. I've not been here the whole time, so maybe I've missed it, but I have not heard anything financial so far. So could you please help me out understand that, guys? Anybody of you?
Yes, sure. I mean, if someone else wants to talk before me, go for it. Else, I'm
That's
talking.
good. Easy. Go ahead.
Okay, so the idea is to have a token. I mean, the token is already created since a long time, but the token will be gated with the hustle on Crew 3. I mean, maybe you don't see finance with this, but I mean, this is financial to me, even if it has no direct value. But
Okay, no, but see, I think this is where I would, as a third party who just visited your website or got to know about your project, there's a disconnect. See, I went in expecting something financial, like for example, Jupiter Finance or Mango Markets. They say and they delivered that particular product. Here, there's a disconnect over there. So this uh, could be a big hurdle in your, marketing uh, process. And like, I should not be in a position to be asking you that question. And that is the time when you will feel that, okay, fine, this isn't the problem. Because, see, uh, how do I put it? And a second question that I wanted to ask about this was that are we still on for the NFT mint on the 22nd?
what 22nd? I didn't understood what you said.
Last I heard, on the 22nd of February, we were minting the NFTs for Krk.finance. Uh,
Yes, tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Yes.
okay, okay. So do we have the art?
Yes, we have the art. It's uploaded. It's ready, man.
Let me
I mean, I'm
check.
laughing because I did speedrun it all like today. Like I had everything ready and I just did the animation today. So yeah.
Okay, I don't see any sneak peeks on your Discord as well.
Yeah, that's true. Let me make a sneak peek announcement.
Yeah, I think so. See, uh, I have a couple of questions here and concerns as well. Maybe they are helpful. Maybe you can just throw them in the bin. Uh, First is that once your NFT mint is opened and it doesn't mint out within the first 1 hour or let's say 5 hours or X amount of time, there is this negativity attached with it. Like, for example, what if you only end up selling 50 NFTs in the first 24 hours of the day? Uh, would you just close your mint and, uh, bring down your supply
No,
to
no,
50
no, no.
NFTs?
No,
Okay.
no, 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 no. We already took the decision because like we saw it was really hard to get people in for the marketing stuff. But like we're okay with that because we don't want to just like sell out and go away running like most projects do. So like we will leave the mint open, and so the whitelisted will go from now till the end of the Grizzlython, and then it will be public, but still open. So yeah, it will be a slow mint, but it is what it is. In the
Hmm.
meantime, we will be more focused on building actual projects, for example,
No, no, that's
focusing
fine.
100%
See,
on the chess game.
I'm not questioning your commitment to the project, your vision on the project. I think the chess game idea is fabulous. There's something missing in the ecosystem, and that could really and I've visited a lot of Discord servers who are doing competition on chess to engage the community. I think you can fill in those shoes with your product to and there are thousands of Discord servers who are doing this. So, you have thousands of potential customers who can actually partner with you and present your game. I don't know how it's going to end up becoming, but what the situation is that there's demand for that, and I can see it. So that's not a problem. My concern is that I personally think that for an NFT mint, you guys are not in a position to get it sold out because trust me, when an NFT collection doesn't mint out in a specific span of time, that means it's not minting at all because there's this psychology attached with not minting it within a specific timeline, that no new customer will mint it because it hasn't minted out, and the old those minters who has minted it will also start looking to uh, run away or not mint more because there's nobody else minting it anymore. So, and this is a kind of a circle of death that it only uh, the way my experience goes, it only goes in one direction, and that is where either the mint is cut short, the supply, and the devs move on with the project, whichever the vision that they had, with whatever money that they got from the little mint that they managed to do, or they run away. So this has been like the only two options that I've seen for a dev who hasn't been able to mint out in time. Uh, I would definitely, it's still not too late. I don't know if anybody here agrees with me or not, but I would still think that we need to rethink our mint date. We don't need to rush into things. That has never helped anybody. And we need to think more because now, since you have Dean's List, uh, resources, inputting their, mental capital into the equation, I think it's worth giving it a shot that we don't do it right now, and you're not losing out much if you don't mint it tomorrow, because as far as I see, and from a outsider perspective, you have only 46 members in your Discord, and okay, fine, if we are looking into bring in 1,000 people and these 46 are not there anymore, I think we are still winning. So do think about it. Uh, and then the feedback about the website and all of that, I think that becomes secondary at this point. I think we are going to move ahead with it and with time and keep giving you better feedback. Like, for example, when I clicked on the white paper, the first thing that I saw was your token. So, that kind of took me in another direction. Like, why,
Yeah,
why am
yeah,
I?
I got some. Yeah, I have some comments on that as well. Like, but before even going that deep, I think you guys need to, like refine your proposition in the sense that what is it that you are solving for? Like, what is the problem that you are looking to solve in the ecosystem? Like, narrow it down and then communicate it much better than how it is being done right now. Because when you look at the website, it's really unclear what I'm signing up for. And even like talking to you guys, you have a lot of ideas, but I really do think it will be helpful for you guys if you pick a battle to win. You can't like fight on all fronts and do so many things at the same time. You just two guys, even though you might be good, gifted developers, but like it would be really helpful if you narrow down your focus and identify one problem that you can like battle together. Like one small example that I have right now is the tensor guys. They might be more senior than you or might have more experience and all that, but at the same time it's just two guys shipping product day after day, but they have their focus narrowed down to one problem, the NFT, fractionalized NFT ecosystem. So, and they're looking to, make their mark on that particular vertical. The dev onboarding and dev support vertical, like Dean mentioned, it's a great place, but you really need to think thoroughly and identify like what problem you want to solve. Is it tools? Is it community? I think Alex might be, able to design that communication and all that with you guys, but you need to, I think, cut a lot of the fat that you guys have taken up and focus on like one, two things that you really want to make an impact on. And like Nenko mentioned, the feedback on the website and art and everything else is secondary. I think it would be a really beneficial exercise to work with Dean's List to, stream down a lot of the things that you're already working on. That's just my 2 cents on the subject. mean, if you guys need any help or would want me to provide more input on like what to do or how to do it, I'd be more than happy to contribute there. Yeah, that's just my opinion at this point.
Yeah, and
Okay,
before anything, sorry, Veet, but before anything, I want to make it very clear that I think that somewhere we've seen how easy works, and I can, vouch for him to be a gifted developer by far. Like the way he has taken and helped us on Dean's List, hats off to him. And I know he has the potential to provide the energy that Beat brings into it, that has its own merit, but we need to take things how they are, as they are, and not rush into things once again. And this is all constructive criticism if there is any criticism involved. And please don't take it any other way. Go ahead. Whoever was commenting, I don't know.
I mean, I did write down everything that was said previously about. I mean, the feedback is always feedback till it's not like completely harmful. Like it's valid, Like this is UX UI feedback, so I took it off, and yeah, it's written, and I understood. Like it's not clear what we're doing exactly, especially on the website, and yeah, to narrow the focus and redefine the proposition. Yeah, I think this is very valid concerns, anyways.
Yeah, like any point you feel like any of us could be helpful, feel free to reach out. We'll be rooting for you guys.
Oh, and yes, because Krk.finance is a DAO. I mean, even if it doesn't look like a DAO yet, but like supposedly once there's the NFT and the realms, like it's a DAO. So like the idea is that if you want to help us, like just say what you want to do. Like I mean, maybe it doesn't look right the way I'm
Yeah,
saying it,
all right.
but
So, okay, so easy thing. I mean, I have some comments to make on that. More than anything, I want to support your vision or want to support you identify or streamline your vision and help you execute on that. I understand that eventually it's going to be a DAO, but there has to be a thought leadership in the DAO as well. Somebody who is bringing new information or bringing new opportunities to the DAO, and then trying to create a movement around that, and people vote on it, and then it goes into execution, all of that. So an NFT and a realms will not make you a DAO. A community of developers will make you a DAO, and those developers will come after your vision. It's not my vision. I'm not a developer. I don't understand what are the problems developers face. I mean, I do have a fair idea, but like I don't like write code. So like I can never be as I cannot be like your core audience, right? I can support you design the communication, I can help you drive the right marketing and all of that. But like you have to bring in the vision and we help you execute on that. That's my take on it.
yes, so the kind of problems that developer faces is that you can do anything, but not everything. I mean, for example, I can do dev, okay, but I'm bad at community and marketing, for example.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. See, point is, the problem isn't here that you are not doing the right marketing or you are not doing the right, you know, whatever onboarding of the community and all that. The problem that um, I think Butter has already identified it, that as an audience, there is a lack of focus on one particular idea or vision which is being pursued, and that is what the major lacking here is. It has nothing to see. You're a gifted dev. You know how to code. already, there are people like me. I don't know jack all about coding. I don't know jack all about dev, but I'm here in regardless, trying to hustle my way through. So you'll always find people who would help you in your vision if you are clear on it. Problem that at on this call that we felt is that there is lack of clarity in thought onto where we want to be. Like, for example, take Dean's List as an example. I've been here 3-4 months. From the day one, I knew what Dean is gunning at, and we have started seeing it. We started seeing the flower bloom right in front of our eyes because he's stuck with where he wanted to be, and he's getting there. And you can take all the successful projects from the Solana community, from the overall crypto ecosystem. The one thing that has worked for them is that what they said on the first day, the same was the idea, and they were very clear about where they want to be. And even on the 300th day, they were still gunning for the same vision that they were 300 days before. Despite the fact that the situation had changed, the macro picture had changed, the communities had changed, the overall ecosystem had changed. Like, the kind of events that we have seen in November with FTX falling off the, bandwagon and all that, that kind of took a lot of things overall inside the ecosystem. But even there were projects who had just launched themselves. They didn't change their vision or direction just because of one event. They stuck with it. And I can give you an example of a couple of projects which actually managed to sustain themselves because the community that they gathered at the start believed in them because of their trust in their own vision, and they stuck with them even after such debacles that happened. Take Mango Markets, for example. When Mango Markets was almost insolvent, but the community then stood behind them. They stuck with them. They're still there. Now they are coming up with a new version and everything and all that. So, the 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 only way that you can attract a community and stick with them is if they believe in your vision, and this is something that Butter really pointed out for you. So I think you need to be very clear with where you're going, and you can't tell say this on a presentation that, okay, we are not too clear. That's a marketing suicide. Like, it's even if at some point you don't know, you act as if you know where you're going. See, you need to jot down these points because this is going to help you, not right now, but maybe 5 months later, this might come up and bite you. So you need to be very, carefully articulate your vision and present it to the public. Only then the public is going to come and sit behind you. Otherwise, there are so many options. Like, for example, even while reading this chat, Axel Cast just posted this thing where somebody else is making a Solana chess code written in Encrypt. So I, we know that there are a lot of people working on the same idea, but who executes it with a better vision is the one who's going to take the cake home. So think on it. I think I would now take myself off the stage and let others to comment on this and see where we go with that.
I just want to comment on what you said. So the vision from day one is just that we are a dev guild since day one, and that's it. That's the vision.
The vision having a dev guild where uh, you will definitely have a standardized model when someone comes with zero knowledge or level one knowledge and needs to see how to install the Ubuntu, how to install the graphical interface, the Visual Studio Code, what they need to do first, and have one call each week by one member in order to explain all those stuff. Like every week, it's going to be this. how to install and how to start coding, how to install and how to start coding. What is Rust? The same things, like read chapter 9, do this, like in a context, in order to have a place where someone can start. This is the thing. This is like focusing on bringing more people that want to code and helping each other. It's something that we haven't seen yet, in to that extent, at least. To that extent, like become a DAO and actually build stuff and have something for the beginners. Like have an interest, like be able to do something if you're a beginner, not be intimidated by a strong DAO, a nerd DAO of devs that is going to, be in front of you and pretend to be some sort of ghost. Like here, we're here to learn. We're here a hub for devs. This is what is going to attract the first initial, I
Yeah,
believe.
but Alex, I agree with you 100%. But then you stick with this idea and you only present this idea. Don't bring in that we are going to develop a chess game. Don't
Oh
bring
yeah,
in that
yes, actually.
you're trying to put two different things together which don't actually go together.
What's the
At least
second thing?
not
I
at
didn't
this point in
understand. I
time.
didn't understand the second thing. What's the second thing you're comparing it to? I don't have it in my mind. I didn't understand. Like you said, the two different things. What's the second?
One thing is that you are trying to create a guild. Onboard developers, train them, you know, help them understand how the Web3 ecosystem works and so on and so forth, and allow them through your platform to make different projects and start off on their journey. And on the other side, you're saying that you're going to bring in a chess game. So these are two poles
They're
apart
not that
things.
different. They're not that different. Like to create
No,
something
no,
from
but
code.
the idea is that the idea that me and Butter in between tried to focus on was that
Well, the
you
idea is that if you have many builders, sorry for interrupting you, if you have many builders and devs, and you know what each one, how capable is each one as a dev, then you can all have a DAO call and probably focus your resources and your dev resources in order to build something.
yeah,
Probably this is
true.
this should be this should be the quest
But
of the
but
DAO
the
of our DAO.
but the core vision of KRK Finance would always be to be a guild and to provide that platform. Everything else that they are bringing to the table becomes secondary.
Second, yes, of course,
I,
yes, yes,
all
yes.
all I'm saying is, do not present your vision as that we are a guild, but we'll also bring in a cake on the side for you to eat. No, we don't want to eat the cake. We want to see the guild and believe in it and stick with that idea. Everything else will always be secondary. Like, thousands of projects. Alex, you might have seen that they bring in some little product on the side, but they stick with their original idea that they came up with. So that's the first thing that we need to, you know, be
A
we
dev
have a
school,
concept about.
a Web3 dev school,
Kind of,
uh,
yes,
like a
and
dev
it's a great
academy,
idea. It's a great idea. And you see,
Solana
I
dev
have
academy.
recently, I have met so many people who are running their own educational platforms. And I don't see too many educational platforms on Web3. So yeah, there is the availability of an opportunity, but the you know you understand it, I understand it, but
I just disagree on learning platforms because to me like this is just procrastination because really the guy is just reading the docs in front of you and making money out of it, you know. And you're not building anything while you're watching a course on Udemy, for example. So this is really time lost. You have to go hands dirty into building something actually.
okay, fine. See, you
And this is
you
valuable both for Web 2 and Web 3 anyways.
no, that's fine, that's fair. But what my problem or my concern was that this was not communicated to me for the first 1 hour of this call, or maybe for first 40 minutes of this call. So I'm thinking that okay, they are building a guild and they are building a chess game and they are building a Metal Gear Solid game in between. So now you're all over the place, or at least I am in my head all over the place with what KRK Finance is doing. So I'm just telling you that you need to market your vision, which is the core idea that you have, and all everything else will be secondary and will add value to the whole process, but they will come later, not right now. You don't need to market your chess game today. You need to market your chess game once we have a community. And what happened, Alex?
Do you know what happened? Sorry for doing this. I properly installed everything using some commands in order to access the Solana client. Actually, I created my first pub key using commands on the terminal of Visual Code Studio, and it's great. That's why I'm happy, because actually now this time we're talking, I'm actually debugging from behind, doing some stuff that I didn't have a libudev. It's leave it, man. It's great. It's great. I'm totally into it. So yeah, that's why I'm so happy about it. Yeah. Anyway. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
close the microphone. Yeah.
continue. Okay, I'm going to go off stage now because I think I'm being very harsh with Easy and Beat right now, and I would want other people to come and comment. Mm.
I can definitely see, for example, how in KRK DAO, like the devs that know, actually, like the members that actually have experience, uh, could actually drive someone in order to learn and create like all those simple stuff. Like I'm having fun with it, although I didn't know anything 3 days ago. And in the first day, in the second day, I was able to do a small dice game. Like to increase your interest in something with not that much info. Like the onboarding of new people is where I think the focus is, and the fun happens. Like whereas, like when you're in Web3, what I realized is like I've been 2 years without being an artist. Okay, I knew some stuff, whatever. I was not a dev. I didn't have a specialty inside Web3. I just knew stuff because I had this involvement with everything. Imagine if I also now know how to code, if I knew how to do great art, if I knew, then you're a better Web3 citizen. You can create more value. You can extract more value, therefore, from the blockchain. You can create projects. You can be of useful to solve errors. You can be of useful to fix errors, to fix art, to everything. But you definitely need a specialization, either in a small in small level or high level, according to what is required by you. But definitely having a skill related to Web3, guys, like a specialty skill that actually brings something, builds something, provides something, not only knowledge. Knowledge is good, but if you have tools to put it in action, then this is where you actually, of course, if this is your quest, yeah, someone else may, this is about totally different, about investing or anything. But yeah, if you are in Web3, possessing those skills, being able to read the contracts, being able to validate if this is going to rag you or not, having all this kind of knowledge even helps you, even if you don't program. Even if I don't program, I will be able to know what I'm seeing in front if I check a contract. Automatically, I'm 10 levels up than someone who knows about NFTs, but he needs help from his friend to go and find what's going on in a contract. I have more true info for me in any way. So that's the bullish case of what we're doing, of what KRK can do. That's what I believe. Yeah.
And also something that you said earlier that I really liked is that when you go to other dev guilds, like they'll speak to you like you're a complete.
Like they're Jedi Masters. Hello, Padawan. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Like they're the gods, and you have to worship the devs. Like no, we're not like this.
Yes. Of course, this also has to be the narrative inside the. This also has to be the soul of Krk.finance in terms of onboarding new devs and everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, like we're not gods. We all fellow mortals.
Of course. Yeah. True. Okay. That's it from me. Yeah, I said what I wanted to say.
Yeah, and it's noted.
Since we
And
don't
also
have
to
someone.
have the standard.
Say it again. Come on. Come
Also
again.
to have the standardized. To have a standardized UX for newcomers, I think is really important in what you said. Also,
Yeah.
really thankful for the feedback.
Yeah, and we're going to continue. Like feedback is something. Feedback is dynamic. Has to be dynamic. If it's static, so we're going to continue in this whole process. Yeah, like through our involvement and speaking with each other. Yeah, so it's going to be so interesting. I believe. Yeah, probably something really good can come out of this because yeah, it's kind of unique in its way. Yeah, it is unique in its way, not kind of.
I want to speak, go ahead. Otherwise, it's already more than 1 hour in. Like,
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not to insult you, but like it's getting
No.
lengthy, and I
I
think
was
we
going to
have
get it there. No insultations, man. Of course. Who is
Don't
getting
worry
insulted?
about it, man.
I was going to drive it there. That since we don't have someone to drive the conversation and everything, it's been an hour mark. So it has been a great, actually, a very interesting, actually,
very
presentation.
productive, I
So
believe. Yeah.
very productive, yeah, more productive, like giving ideas and everything. And we're here to continue with that. And yeah,
Yeah, and
that's all,
really,
guys.
the thing that came out the most is really that it's not clear. So I really understand that I have to make it more clear, like really, as the main concern.
Great.
Okay.
All right, man.
So
I
yeah,
think I'll
well,
wish you both good luck and let me know when the mint is open
thanks.
and I'll be there. By the way, I have a friend here on Dean's List that I recently onboarded. He is a very, like, he recently learned his way into coding. So maybe he might be able to be your first dev who joins the DAO, and start off your guild from there onwards. So good luck with that, bro.
Okay. And I also understand your feedback about the mint being slow is maybe not a good thing, but it's just like we've been delaying since more than 2 years, and now that we put a deadline, it was really important for me to just go make it to this deadline, like no matter what, like just in terms of execution, even if the marketing is shit, even if we will just keep building and leave the mint open, and that's it.
All right, man. Good luck. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck and hope that it's successful and it goes your way. And if you ever need any help, we are here.
I need help on marketing and mostly on marketing, I think, but as you
Yeah,
said, like it's not marketable. It's not
we'll
ready
go
to be
with that.
marketable in the
We,
first
we'll
place
go
anyways.
with that one by one, one step at a time, baby steps, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for your time. Really was valuable and
Thank you,
fruitful.
man. Thank you.